Hello. This is a video that's got quite a number of different parts to it. I've been working on a couple of things over the last few days. The first thing was I made new molds for my house. New molds, and this is the first cast of it. Still not 100% dry. Two-part mold was roof and the bottom. The roof got a bit damaged taking it out of the mold because I never used enough mold release. So it got a few of the tiles were chipped off. But otherwise it's looking okay. There were a few air bubbles in the mold, which I must learn to get rid of next time. But there's some only minors. It's just a matter of cutting away those small blobs. This is still only plaster of Paris. Hopefully in time to come I can save up enough money to buy some resin. And do some resin and get some proper made moldings and make some duplicates of them. Would be nice if I could make some resin models and actually sell a few to get some kind of income. Anyway, that's the first casting of the new molds. Here are the new molds. The bottom of the house, the base, and the roof. This was the first mold I made of the base, only of the base. I made a couple of castings of it. There's two of them, so painted up. But I never made the roof because I knew I was still on a learning curve, so I thought I'd best wait till I made the roof. This is the marble. This is the master. That's the base master. It's made out of a plastic box used to house electronic projects, which I built up with some Pratt-Lees putty and some strips of plastic inside, and did my planking outside and with the stir sticks and the window frames and that with matchsticks. Put a bit of sand on it to give it the walls a bit of texture, which I never had on the initial one, because it looked a bit bleak. I thought, now the new one's the walls have got texture to it, which I think when painted up will look a lot better. It's not so easy to tell at the moment when it's just this bleak white thing. I'm sure once it's painted it'll look a lot better than just a plain flat like that. Anyway, that's that. The roof, taking the roof out of the mold, the tiles were just sticking so much that I ended up ripping the whole outer sheet that had the tiles stuck to it. So the roof master will be mastering no more. But I think I just can retile it and just use it for a scratch build model at some time. The roof actually came out pretty well, so I won't have to remold that. Well, hopefully I won't remold this house at any time soon again. Hopefully just make some copies, and hopefully people also say I must try some dental plaster, which is also out of my budget at the moment. But they say that dental plaster is a lot stronger than plaster of Paris. Also the roof, I mean, it's one solid chunk of plaster of Paris, so it weighs quite a bit. So I can know why they don't make these to sell, because I mean to ship this would cost you a small fortune. Anyway, while I made those with the excess molding rubber, I made two molds to mold some storage and ammo cases and etc. etc. Those are those two, used with the extra molds. These are my really professional mold boxes that I used to make the molds. just some plastic drawers out of one of my utility cabinets. But they worked, and that's the main thing, I suppose. Okay, let's me get something else that I can get into view. I have to move everything around. Okay. Yeah, some of the bits that are molded with the original pieces next to them. I don't know how well this is going to come out on video. But they all came out pretty good, according in my opinion. There's those. And those. Some ammo cases. Different ammo cases. Some tank wheels. Jerry can stack. Some oil drums. And then we have some bigger jerry cans. A lot of these bits are actually from my 1/72nd scale model, so some of it might be a bit big for plans of war, but hopefully I can use it where things won't matter. And yeah, these are the little complicated pieces which I think actually came out quite well. Perfect replicas. So that wasn't a dead loss after all. And here we have my homemade clump foliage. I had made some before, but then I ordered some from some Woodland Scenics that came from Maelstrom Games in the UK. And gee, but that stuff's a rip-off, you know. I didn't really take note. I just saw what was it, you know, 2-ounce bag or whatever it was. And I mean, I don't work in ounces. My brain works in kilograms and grams. So I didn't really realize how big it was when I paid for it. But for the amount you pay, the amount you get, it's pathetic. So I decided, no, I'm never going to buy again. I'll just carry on making my own homemade stuff, which doesn't really cost much. It's just all those leftover foam, all those kitchen sponges and bath sponges that just get used up around the house. I've got more clump foliage than I think I could use for a long while. Anyway, that's that. It's just come out of its containers because it's now dry enough to stand on its own. So another dry overnight tonight, and by tomorrow it will be ready to break up into pieces.